Podcast where culture meets chaos. I'm your highly blessed and favorite and a little bit messy host, Lauren the Dom, aka the Dom Dada, aka Lauren Monroe, aka y'all already know what the fuck is going on. Alright, happy Monday everyone. So excited to be here. Thank you to my first and my last time listeners for tuning in. You all know a new week means what? New blessings, new opportunity, and of course, all new mess. All right. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not about to hold you. We're about to just get straight into the shit. Okay. I know I sit here and I be trying to yab it. Oh, I hope that you all are well. This, that, and the third. Just go ahead and get to the bullshit. You feel me? So let's go ahead and get into the shit that y'all came here for, which is the mess because y'all love being some messy ass bitches. All right. So, starting with Usher. So we all know that Usher and Chris Brown are currently on tour together, and of course they are doing the old school thing where they bring girls up on stage during like the sexy song time. Recently, I guess they were in Chattanooga. They brought a girl on stage, and she basically was rejecting Usher. Like, you could literally see on her face, like, she was not feeling it, this, that, and the third, right? So because of that, Usher then proceeds to say, well, it looked like she don't want to be here, y'all. Go ahead and escort her. Thank you for, coming out, whatever the case is, but go ahead and give me another bitch, right? A lot of people are on her ass, and personally, this is the thing, right? I understand both sides. She said that she didn't know who she was going on stage for. So when she did get up on stage and realized it was Usher, she didn't like that because really she wanted it to be Chris Brown. I think that people are taking it as, oh well, I think people are like mistaking the whole thing simply because they are misconstruing the fact that she's allowed to literally say no. Like, if that's something that she don't want to do with somebody, yeah, of course. Also, I didn't know that they didn't tell her, like, who didn't go on stage, right? I feel like that matters because at the end of the day, if they would have told her, like, hey, you about to go on stage with Usher, I'm pretty sure she probably would have declined. But also, she didn't decline because she said she wanted the attention. She said, I look good, you feel me? So I'm going to be up on stage and I'm going to let everybody see what I look like in this, and that, and the third. Once you get to saying shit like that, and then you also, like, again, follow with the statement of, well, if it was Chris Brown, I probably would have acted differently. I just say don't go on stage, period. Because my thing is this, right? I hate the narrative that the women who go on stage, all of a sudden, everybody who go on stage got a boyfriend, whatever the case is. I hate the narrative that the women who do go on there and the ones who, give people a show, because that's essentially what that part is about. Like, we really don't want to see bitches just sitting there and just, like, no, bitch, throw that ass back. Like, literally get into the vibes. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, for this bitch to be doing interviews and all of this shit, like, it's really not that fucking deep. It's really not. And I think that we sometimes give these pretty bitches literally the fuel to just get big-headed. Like, literally all of this attention for all of this is literally gonna make her think like, oh, I'm really the baddest bitch. Like, I had people in an uproar because I went on stage at the Chris Brown and Usher concert and I didn't do, like, bitch, please be fucking for real. Like, it's really not that deep. Again, saying that you didn't know who was going to be on stage is a thing that I can't be mad about because that's her decision. If she don't want to tongue kiss if she don't want to tongue kiss Usher and this, that, and the third, or do anything with Usher, then she has every right to say no. And that is why also Usher not wrong either, because if this bitch is uncomfortable with me, why the fuck would I force myself, or why the fuck would I like force her to, enjoy the moment? No, bitch, she said she not like, you could clearly see her body language and all of that, and I think that speaks volumes too, because if it was anybody else, I'm pretty sure a motherfucker still would have been trying it and all type of shit. I think that's important in regards to understanding how consent works. Like, sometimes a motherfucker probably won't physically say it. Yeah, they probably won't physically say like, "Hey, I'm uncomfortable," but you can tell by body language she did not want to fucking be up there. So Usher had every right to say, "Hey, security, come get this bitch and go get me another bitch who I can literally put on a show for." You feel me? Like that's essentially all it is. So at first I was like, "Bitch, just don't go up there." Point blank, period. But to find out she probably would have acted an ass if it was Chris Brown, it just goes to show like she just wasn't fucking with Usher. Like nobody is wrong in this situation. So for y'all to make this a whole fucking big deal is literally dumb as shit. Like y'all are so bored with fucking life. And then there was another situation where I guess a girl did go up on stage with Chris Brown and she had a boyfriend and this, that, and third. She was throwing it back and blah 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 blah. The whole time the girl didn't even have a boyfriend. Y'all just be finding every excuse to, oh, this person in a relationship and it's disrespectful and this, that, and the third. Like, please be fucking for real. Like, please. At the end of the day, they have been doing this shit since the beginning of time. Literally, you can go on YouTube and watch motherfuckers bring a girl up on stage. They do the whole little this, that, and the third, you know, grinding and shit like that. Sing to them, make this. Like, that's literally a part of the entertainment portion. So, yeah, but if a bitch is uncomfortable with the nigga, and then y'all keep bringing up, oh, she did that because Usher got herpes and this, and that, third. Whoa. y'all have to chill. Please just fucking chill. At the end of the day, like I said, neither one of them are wrong in the situation, but also for you to sit here, at first it was like, oh, I went up there and I just didn't want to do anything. At first it was that. So then it was like, okay, if you didn't want to do anything, period, because I think she did say she's in a relationship. If you didn't want to do nothing, then you shouldn't have took your ass up there. That's how I feel. But that's when she ended up saying, like, bitch, why wouldn't I go up there? Like, I wanted the attention and this, that, and the third. So then it's like, okay. But come to find out, you probably would have acted different if it was another person. Goes to show, like, at the end of the day, bitch, motherfuckers is gonna do whatever the fuck they feel necessary. And that's all that matters. But also, understanding to read people's body language when they are uncomfortable is also important too. But y'all don't be giving a fuck about that, like, clearly. Moving on. Clayton Howard, the former male escort who filed a sex trafficking lawsuit against Cassie and Diddy, has been tasked with building a stronger case after a judge dismissed all cases against Cassie and some against Puff, who maintains his innocence. In July 2025, Howard, who is representing himself as a law student, this is the thing, right? I am never faulting somebody for, wanting to represent yourself, especially if you in law school, you think that, well, this will give me the opportunity to, get the practice that I need. I'm not going to lie. No, don't set yourself up for failure. Please do not. Okay. He's representing himself as a law student. He filed his $20, bitch, $20 million. He filed his $20 million lawsuit. He accused Diddy and Cassie of trafficking him across state lines starting in 2009. He alleged that the trafficking scheme went on nearly a decade and saw his alleged assailants flying him from city to city on Diddy's dime, drugging him and isolating him in a hotel suites. He alleged Cassie coordinated the alleged freak-offs, which he claims left him suffering damages, including psychological injuries. However, most of his claims, which Howard attempted to file under sex trafficking and racketeering, which is a RICO charge, aren't holding up in court. In a July 23rd filing, California Judge Ann Wang ruled Howard's claims to not have sufficient evidence to move forward in the federal and California human trafficking courts. The core civil allegations against Diddy, his business, and Cassie has been dropped. This includes sex trafficking, human trafficking / forced labor, sexual battery, sexual assault, intentional infliction of emotional distress, negligence, battery related to alleged transmission of an STD, allegedly herpes, and paternity / abortion. The federal trafficking claim against Diddy in California remains, but Howard can refile against Cassie with stronger evidence within 14 days. In Cassie's motion to dismiss, she claimed Howard only sued her after learning she sued Diddy in November of 2024 and settled for at least $20 million in less than 24 hours. She also claimed Howard DM'd her husband, Alex Fine, after her lawsuit. Howard claimed the DM'd proved nothing. I just want to say this. A lot of people are using Cassie and the things that she went through as an excuse to hold her accountable for the things that Diddy was responsible for. I also believe that there is a such thing as a consenting victim, which means at the end of the day, I never consented to being in a situation where I am being forced to do these things or whatever, but I still do them because I don't know what this person is going to do if I try to leave. I think that I'm not taking away from this man's experience because I definitely think that Diddy probably was doing some horrific things. The transferring of herpes actually should be it actually is a charge, which I don't think people really take seriously at the end of the day. I also think that the whole Diddy situation has put a damper on the kink community. It has made it more shameful and more. It has also made more room for misunderstanding, right? These freak offs are nothing but sex parties, right? A lot of you all don't understand how sex parties really operate because when it comes to sex, overall, what do we hear and what do we see? All of the bad shit, right? We hear about STDs and pregnancies, and we hear about shit like this going on, this and the third. I just want people to understand that sex parties and what somebody is into sexually is never a problem. Who they are into sexually isn't a problem either. The problem comes when you are forcing people, you are coercing them to do things that they don't want to do. And I don't think that y'all understand that Cassie is forever a victim because she never went into the relationship saying, oh yeah, like I want to drug people and use them to sex traffic and do all of it. Like she's never consented to that at all. But what she did consent to is being in a relationship with this man, which means that she also possibly consented to some of the sexual things that she's into. I mean that Diddy is into, right? There is a thing of consent, non-consent. I think that a lot of you all confuse that because you hear the non-consent part and it's like, well, I told you before this is something that I like, so if you eventually end up doing it, then that's where it's like I don't have to physically give you consent. CNC is basically where you agree to a certain act, so like motherfuckers getting head, so motherfuckers being asleep and getting woken up with head, right? Some people can say that that is CNC simply because they did consent to the fact like, hey, I do like being woken up with head or whatever the case is. But in that moment, physically, did they consent to the act being done? No. I also think that when it comes to sex, people continuously build negative connotations because they believe that sex should be shameful. I don't know how many times I have to keep saying, like, at the end of the day, Diddy can be what he is into. Diddy can do whatever the fuck he wants to do, but what he cannot do is be forceful. What he cannot do is, again, coerce these people to do things that they don't want to do. That is where the problem lies at hand. And I don't think that the public really took that into consideration because I don't think that really people take sex as serious as it needs to be taken. That is why it is hard for rape victims or just abuse victims overall to really come out and tell their story or to really get any type of vindication because at the end of the day, we can sit here and be like, oh, she consented to it because she's in a relationship. oh, this person, he consented to doing all of those things because he decided to still be involved with Cassie and Diddy. Like, y'all can sit here and try to make any and every excuse, but at the end of the day, the main person at hand who is to blame is Diddy. It's not the sex parties. It's not the kink fulfilled things. It's the fact that he lacks the understanding of consent, which most men do. And he also lacks the understanding of you are not always in control. Okay? You cannot use the resources that you have in order to persuade these people to basically just do the things that makes you aroused. That's not how life works. So I understand you wanting to sue, but I think that what you need to do is go after Diddy and not Cassie. Okay, because essentially Cassie is just as much of a victim as you are. And I know that you don't see it like that because she was the one doing things to you, but it is the truth. And I wish that all parties that were involved with Diddy do heal because this is some bullshit. It truly is. Speaking of more bullshit, okay? Tuskegee University has become one of the latest HBCUs to trend as a school, announcing a new dress code, banning bonnets, durags, and bedroom shoes outside of the dorms. The president, Dr. Mark A. Brown, told addressees that private HBCU is entering a period of transformation and renewal. He also mentioned that the school is expecting its largest new student enrollment in 32 years. Therefore, the university's new dress code will require students to arrive on campus professionally prepared and behaving as such. Brown mandated that students should wear business suits and appropriate dress shoes for business meetings and other professional events. Brown said students are not permitted to wear revealing clothing in classrooms, dining areas, or at official university occasions like a conviction, a convention, um, or at official university occasions. It says additional inappropriate clothing includes bedroom shoes, bonnets, and do-rags. These items are not permitted in classrooms, the cafeteria, etc. The faculty members will be permitted to address students who do not follow the new university's dress code. Brown also introduced new cell phone and attendance policies. Students will no longer be allowed to use their cell phones in classrooms unless permitted by professors. Devices must remain turned off to avoid instruction disruptions. As for attendance, Brown emphasized that students are required to attend class as attendance is the foundation of academic success. The university will move forward in better monitoring attendance. First of all, I just want to say, is this college or is this high school? Because how you run in college is exactly how they run high school. Literally. This is the thing, right? I do believe that there is a time and place to wear a bonnet and a do-rag, right? I also correlate do-rags with like head scarves, which are different from bonnets. Though all of them are protections for hair, banning these things because you believe that these children need to show up to class looking professional or whatever, it's kind of iffy, right? I understand the point of view, but also, where do you allow these halfway adults to have some type of freedom, right? And I'm not saying that you can't have it to where, like you have it to like. I'm not saying that you can't have it to where, like you want them to have like a business casual day. There are plenty HBCUs who have like business Wednesdays or whatever the case is. A lot of people do dress professionally when it comes to certain events. So like if you're running for class president and this and that and third, okay, cool. I do not think that banning these things is the appropriate way to go, because you also have to think college and high school are completely different in a sense of, in high school you not staying up until 2 3 in the morning just to study and then got a class at 8 a.m. Okay, a lot of y'all don't know about that. Okay, um and also this is the thing, I feel as though for the people who do have an 8 a.m. class, bitch, sometimes not everybody wants to get dressed up. Okay, I think that's also another conversation that needs to be at hand. Um, I'm not saying that you like need to look a mess or whatever the case is, but you see how I casually got on a nice little t-shirt and some shorts or whatever the case is, and these little fucked up ass Uggs or whatever. Bitch, I would literally wear this to class. As long as I am showing up to class, that is what matters. Okay, I can understand the monitoring attendance, because you do want kids to show up to class. You do want them to, basically get their money's worth. Like, I know people who was literally on campus not showing up to class, not doing nothing, looking nothing. So then you'll just be looking like, what the fuck is the purpose of you being here, bitch? Like, you literally just wasting fucking time, ho. Okay, cool. I understand that. But for y'all to be banning shit is crazy to me. And then for y'all motherfuckers to sit here and be like, oh, this is rooted in racism, this, that, and the third. No, at the end of the day, I am a black person who truly believes that bonnets and do-rags are a time and a place type of thing. It truly is. If a motherfucker want to wear a do-rag or a bonnet to class, so fucking what. Now, when it comes to events, okay, cool, I can understand that. Like, there is no and also I am a little iffy when it comes to bonnets, because for me, again, bonnets for me are for the bed. Literally, it's almost like when motherfuckers wear pajamas. I think that the only time that you need to wear that shit outside is if you making a quick run. Like, oh shit, like I ain't got no eggs right now and I'm in the middle of making breakfast. Let me run to the stove and grab some eggs. Y'all bitches literally will wear bonnets and PJs to the fucking doctor's office, to fucking basketball games and meetings and this and that and the third, and then turn around and be like, oh, this is literally racism. This is rooted in the fact that white people. No, this is rooted in the fact that black people literally need to know time and place when it comes to certain shit. Period. Like, and it's also even equivalent to how a lot of people are complaining about women basically having a ass out when it comes to certain events. Bitch, I don't really give a fuck. Bitch, if a motherfucker is at the rodeo, then if they got their ass out, oh fucking well. Bitch, if you at a fucking school with your ass out, then it's like, what the fuck is the purpose? You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like there's a time and place for everything. But for you to sit here and like demand that, oh, y'all need to be dressed up when y'all go to class, you need to be this, that, and third, and it, like, no. No, that is not the purpose of college. The purpose of college is to further your education and show up and do what is best for you. College also does help you navigate as an adult or whatever in certain areas, but to sit here and worry about shit like this, instead of just making it like, okay, we're not banning, like, because this is also the thing too. Motherfuckers will be walking around campus just chill. Like, bitch, if I don't have class today and I'm just walking to the cab and I'm about to go back to my room, bitch, I should be allowed to wear a fucking bonnet. That's a time where I'm like, okay, if the bitch want to wear a bonnet, go fucking head. It, like, sometimes it's cool to just be on some chill shit. That is a quick run to me. You feel me? Like, okay, even if I was walking around campus with a bonnet and some PJs on, that don't mean that I'm literally like, that doesn't mean that I'm going to engage in something terrible. That does not mean like, oh, I just don't like my, like, no, it just literally means today I didn't want to fucking get dressed up, which is okay. It's literally okay. But banning do-rags and bonnets is literally the dumbest shit in the fucking world. Like, I literally am not going to hold you. Moving on. Dean the Great is facing up to 15 years, all right? So we all know the streamer is facing serious prison time after being hit with a felony robbery and misdemeanor battery charges in Miami. Prosecutors allege the charges stem from a May 27th incident aboard a yacht involving a woman who told police that Dean, whose real name is Nardine Shabazz, became physical with her following a verbal altercation. Dean kicked her off the yacht after becoming upset that Dean kicked her off the yacht after becoming upset that other men were trying to talk to her. She also claimed he grabbed her forearm while she was recording their interaction, leaving a minor scratch. The yacht owner reportedly turned over security footage to police, which authorities say showed Dean allegedly putting his hands on a woman multiple times and attempting to take her phone so she struggled to get away. As she struggled to get away. I'm sorry. Police were reportedly waiting at the dock when the yacht returned, and authorities say Dean gave an account of the incident that contradicted what they observed on the footage. And if convicted of the felony robbery charge, Dean could face up to 15 years behind bars. No conviction has been reported, and allegations remain just that until proven in court. What the fuck did I tell y'all? What the fuck did I say? I've been told y'all that at the end of the day, something was going to happen to AB and fucking Dean DeGray. Because I seen how them niggas were interacting with women, and I fucking knew that you niggas was going to take it too far, because that's exactly what the fuck y'all do. Literally. I don't feel bad for this man, because at the end of the day, I see how you act with women. Especially with women who you think you got control of. And I realized that about these streamers or these niggas who think they getting money, whatever the case is. They think because there are bird ass bitches out here in the world who literally want to be around them because they got money and this and the third, and would do anything for some fame or to get on camera, this and the third. Y'all think just because there are bitches out here like that all bitches are like that. So that means that you could talk to these women some kind of way, you could treat them and do anything. Like, no, I'm not fucking here for it, so I don't give a fuck. Literally. And then the things that I've been peeping about Dean is the fact that now that AB is, he not drinking no more, he trying to, like turn some shit around, because I think they have like a boxing match coming up or whatever the case is. So AB has been locking in and trying to, like turn shit around. And you can see that Dean just has some type of hateful spirit. Like, it's almost like Dean just has this ego where he can't let other people win unless like he is at the forefront of it. That's what it very much gives. And you know what? I hate niggas like that. I really do, because it very much gives, oh well, I was bullied when I was younger, and oh well, bitches didn't give me a chance until I started making, but like it just very much gives corny ass behavior. So again, I don't feel bad. And then the fact that there is actual footage of you putting your hands on this girl, and you lock his ass up. Lock his ass up. That's all you can literally do. Lock his ass up, because you gonna learn one day. Literally, you gonna learn to get that hate out your heart, babes. And I don't know what it's for, or why you think that you just need to be like the center of attention or whatever, bitch. Lock his ass up. Point blank, period. You also know who need to be locked up? That Tyler Lepe, what's his name? Tyler Lepley? Something like that. Bitch, you need to be locked up, because why the fuck did you just marry this girl, not only knowing that you was cheating, bitch, but you married this girl and then had the nerve to turn around and like a comment that's almost insinuating that you are in an open relationship? Mind you, also, let's understand that allegedly, okay, Tyler Lepley, or whatever the fuck his name is, him and Miracle Watch just got married. Congratulations to them. But this is one of them niggas who you might lose him just the same way that you got him. Which means, or this could be like a Swiss Beats and Alicia Keys situation. Miracle Watts took, Tyler from somebody else who he was definitely in another relationship with. Took the man, and now they are getting married. But there has been basically stories coming out allegedly of this man cheating. So it says an anonymous account has popped up with alleged messages exchanged with Tyler, and they don't look too great. Included in multiple posts were communications dated back to January, seemingly of this year and prior. In the alleged screenshots, Tyler repeatedly made attempts to link with this person, sends her money, and even for like bundles and shit like that. In another alleged exchange, he asked her to come through, and she gives a bit of pushback due to her being on her period. Allegedly, that stopped nothing though. The account also showed photos geotagged with the with some hotel, which is where he supposedly invited her, and the Zelle transactions with his name attached. The woman has not revealed her identity, as she is keeping it a secret. But hey, I guess she wasn't feeling them getting married. And like I said, so because this whole thing that came out, somebody commented, so they have an open relationship, not judging, just asking. And this man likes it. After posting a picture of him putting the ring on Miracle Finger, like, what did the caption say? Like, I do, or something like that, or it's me versus you. You know how niggas be. The problem that I have is the fact that you like that comment. So are you trying to say that you and Miracle are in an open relationship, so it's cool for you to step out? Is that what you saying? Because also, I don't think that y'all realize, like at the end of the day, if you are in a if you are in an open relationship, then why not express that to the person that you are trying to fuck on or whatever? Like, I never understood that shit. Like, because at the end of the day, an open relationship means, yeah, my partner knows what the fuck is going on. I'm being honest with you about what situation I have going on. And if you don't want to participate in that, okay, great. If you do want to participate in that, then, you know, keep your fucking mouth shut. I'm gonna send you this money and you gonna give me that pussy. Period. Like, that's just really how simple it can be. But for you to literally be just out here, oh, let me see what you doing, this and third, come to the hotel, oh, you on your period, oh man, fuck that. Literally, like, I just feel as though if you know the dynamic of your relationship, then you don't need to give nobody any ample opportunity to do some shit like this. It's literally that simple. I ain't much to it, bitch. There's no reason why a bitch should feel comfortable to come to the internet and be like, oh, this nigga cheating, especially after you just posted the fact that you got married. And then y'all have been engaged since January, so we can't sit here and be like, oh, this was before they even got engaged, this, that, and the third. No matter, bitch, they've been engaged they was engaged sometime last year. So the fact that she was literally planning her wedding in January, and bitch, this shit is ghetto. Again, if you are in a relationship, in an open relationship, then please express that to the parties that you are going out and trying to basically connect with. That's literally all. Next up, WNBA star Brittany Griner has filed for divorce from her wife Cheryl Griner after 8 years of marriage. The filing states that the couple has been separated since July 24 and describes the marriage as broken. The two share a 2-year-old son, Bash, and Brittany is seeking joint legal custody. Brittany and Cheryl met while attending Baylor University. Cheryl gained national attention for advocating for Brittany during her time in Russia in 2022 after authorities found cannabis oil vape cartridge in her luggage. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, you dumb as hell. Dumb as fuck. You telling me that you've been with that girl for 8 years and y'all just gonna go ahead and get a divorce? Brittany must got a new bitch. That's what it sounds like. That's what it sounds like. And then I always find it funny that as soon as a motherfucker leaves jail, now all of a sudden is, oh yeah, I love you, but I also want to go over here and explore what the fuck is going on. That's what it's giving, bitch. That's what it's giving. Because I also truly believe that she wouldn't be getting no divorce right now if she had with jail. I'm just saying that sometimes jail open your eyes and make you realize, like, damn, there is other people in this world. So let me go try. Maybe let me go try them out. That's what it be given sometimes. I don't fucking know. Anyway, Clarissa Shields is still on her my man. Okay. While on a podcast, she was asked a question: how much longer are you willing to be in a relationship with somebody's husband? Clarissa didn't hesitate to respond. She says, pause, because that's not somebody's husband. She went on to say that the paperwork is in motion and that her partner has taken the steps to officially close his past chapter. She also pointed out that the hypocritical double standards often pushed in celebrity breakups, laying out Papooses' legal status and their relationship dynamic. Pat filed for divorce. Y'all hate to say that word, but it's the word that's out there. He filed for divorce because he's serious about me. So I'm not with somebody's husband, and if you're going to call him her husband, make sure you call her his wife, and also hold her accountable for what she's doing in her life because she has a man who she's big about. And this is funny because after I seen this, I seen a video of Remy Ma basically saying that she's single. So yeah. And also this is the thing, right? I find it funny the jokes with Clarissa Shields and this and the third, but I do think that y'all are now dragging it. It's almost like with Cardi B and the Offset situation. They were literally separated, and well, were they separated at the time? I think they were. They were separated. So this is the thing, right? Because separation is a thing. There's also a thing called legal separation, which means you sign this paperwork as like we are taking. This is the true definition of okay, we taking a break. Taking a break means like we are trying to see if we really want to be together or not. I do think that y'all need to stop dragging it, talking about oh, this is somebody's husband, this is somebody's husband. They not together. They're literally not. They are legally separated, which means they are legally not together. A divorce just means a signed confirmation of a breakup. That's literally all that fucking means, all right? So for y'all to keep bringing this up and this and the third, like, bro, Remy Ma is happy with whoever or not, and Papoose is clearly happy with Clarissa. Let these people live their fucking life, and let the courts decide when the fuck the divorce will be finalized. At the end of the day, literally, these people are allowed to date and do whatever the fuck they want to do with their life. Period. Just like Cardi B and Offset. And then also, I find that very fucking funny because it's okay for a man to constantly cheat and this, that, and the third because you gonna take him back, right? But it's not okay for you to be legally separated and you still kick it. Like, even if Cardi B met Stephon Diggs while she was married to Offset, so fucking what? Because Offset didn't give a fuck about who he was meeting during his whole marriage. So why, before the legal separation happens, can't I be allowed to move on? Like, sometimes y'all have to just say, you know what, you right. That, like, sometimes it's okay to just say, you right, it's time for me to move on. I'm not worried about it. The courts will finalize a divorce when the courts want to finalize it. Point blank, period. But that does not mean I'm going to put my life on hold just because y'all don't think that I should move on. What the fuck? No, bitch, they are allowed to date other people and be happy, and that's exactly what the fuck is going on. It's time to leave these people alone. Period. It literally is. Last but not least, MySpace is making a comeback. The owners say they believe people are getting tired of algorithm-driven apps and endless scrolling and want to bring back a platform centered around music, creativity, and genuine connections. While previous attempts to revive MySpace didn't take off, they say they are committed to giving the brand another shot. I'm not going to lie, MySpace today is not going to work simply because, for one, these new bots and all of that stuff, they are going to find a way to literally just basically judge you based off of the music that you have on your page. Okay? I also think that people are scared to put out music because of the things that are being pushed on the internet. MySpace also don't hit the same because MySpace was really about community. Don't nobody give a fuck about community. So it's kind of hard for that. Also, MySpace needs to be an account that you literally are on a desktop, bitch. Okay, like literally, that's what it needs to be for. If MySpace is not back on a desktop, it's really no point. You know what I'm saying? And also, yeah, you want MySpace people to have creativity, but I'm not gonna lie, a lot of these people don't have creativity. So, and also, the only way for this app to really work, you have to make this motherfucker 26 and older. I'm gonna just keep it above. You have to make it just for the millennials and early Gen Z, because at the end of the day, younger Gen Z don't know shit, and this new generation, Generation Alpha, whatever the fuck these niggas call, they don't know shit either. So yeah, I just think this needs to be an app restricted type of thing, and maybe it could work, but I really don't see it working. I think that maybe I'm not gonna lie. Maybe y'all need to bring back fucking Vine. Y'all keep bringing back all these fucking other apps, and y'all still ain't bring back Vine. Why the fuck not? I don't get it. Literally, and you can say, oh, well, we got TikTok, this, that, and the third. No, we need an app where people literally 6 seconds, and that's to show your creativity. No AI shit. If you use AI any way, shape, or form, bitch, your video's getting cut. You're not getting paid on Vine, because the idea is literally for the app to just be a good time for people to have a little laugh and to, you know what I'm saying? Like, we need to get back to the old vibes, because this new shit, I'm getting sick and tired of it. And then again, MySpace is kind of hard because at the end of the day, a lot of people don't have creativity. A lot of people are literally going to be eating each other's nachos. Ain't that the saying nowadays? Be eating, yeah, bitch. I don't fuck it. It just, it's a nice thought, but at the same time, no. Like, I think that this generation needs new things. Like, stop trying to revive shit from the past, because this new generation is going to ruin it. It's literally that fucking simple. So that is all that I have for the news this week. Of course, before we get out of here, I have to leave you all with some unsolicited info. Okay, so when I was reading this quote, it reminded me of the whole MySpace thing. And it reminded me of MySpace because MySpace is something nostalgic. And for our unsolicited info, nostalgia is selective memory, not accuracy, right? I think that when we hear about things that kind of give us that feeling of, oh damn, like I really do remember this, like, oh shit, it's because at the end of the day, it's one of those things where we have our brains select the memories that make us feel good, right? But in that moment, that does not mean that was accurate. So this is why nostalgia is selective memory, not accuracy, because at the end of the day, you are choosing to remember the good. Like, people with 2016 is a nostalgic year for a lot of people, this and the third, but that is because we are choosing to have selective memory. Like, I have certain moments where I'm like, damn, I really do miss 2016. Like, that shit was so fun. Like, we had this going on and this thing going on. But then I sit back and really realize that is not fucking accurate, because I hated 2016. 2016 was literally my first time really experiencing depression to a point where I just wanted to kill myself every single day. Like, I hated waking up. I hated going to school. I hated pretending to be something more than what I was. Like, I just hated to be alive or even a thought. Like, it was just the most terrible shit. But when I hear certain songs, when I see certain shit, it's like, damn, 2016 was such a great year. It wasn't. So that is why, again, for our unsolicited info, nostalgia is selective memory, not accuracy. All right, so that is all that I have this week. Thank you to my first and my last time listeners. Please make sure that you are liking, commenting, sharing, subscribing, and turning on those post notifications, because you don't want to miss out. All right, please remember to always be humble, be gracious, and be open. I will see you at the top, because the bottom is what? You guessed it, a little too crowded. Bye, y'all.